Hi everyone, today we will build an image slider application with React and Tailwind. I will share the image in the description part of the video, but you can also use other images. You probably know the image slider application, but let me show you what kind of application it is. There are 5 different images here. You can add more than 5 images. It doesn't matter how many images there are. These images are in an array, and when we click on the right or left icon, we switch to different images. Okay, so let's start by installing React and Tailwind packages. First, let's install React package with width. I copy that and I paste here. Then I install Tailwind and I copy that and I paste here. Since you already know these steps, I go through them quickly. And finally, I install the React icons and npm install React icons. Okay, now I delete the things we don't need, and I delete app.jsx, I delete use state, and I create a div. Okay, and I deleted app.css because we will use Tailwind. And after that I delete assets, we don't need that. Okay, that's it. In the JS file named image data, I added the image, you can add them too. Then let's import it in the app.jsx. Import image data, and after that import use state and import React. Okay, and since we will use state, and after that we will use two different icons, import fa chevron left and fa chevron right from React icons slash fa6. Okay. To test, I'm adding to lorem text. Okay. And after that I will add CSS properties to the container div. The class name is max width full and width full, and height screen, and flags justify center and items center, so that the images are positioned right in the center of the page. And after that, padding x-axis 16 to add internal space on the x-axis, and position relative. And after that, background gray 100. Okay. Now we can add pictures here, and I delete that lorem text. I create a div for this image, and after that I add a class name, width 1208 pixel and height 768 pixel. Okay, and rounded to x large, and background center, background cover, and after that duration 500. Okay, and shadow and box shadow 2x large. Okay, now I will add background image as style property. Sorry, style background image, and I will use template literals URL and image data 0 index is image, that image. Okay, look, we added the image. If we change the index values, the image also change. We will set this with useState. Okay, now let's create div for icons. I created a div for the icons. fa Sharon left, and class name text 3 x large, and after that position absolute, and top 50%, minus translates x-axis 0, and translates y-axis minus 50%, and left 40, and text 2x large, and rounded full, and padding 2, background black /30, because opacity will be 30%. As a class to the container, background orange, background black /50, and after that transition all, duration 200, and text white, and after that cursor pointer, and I save this. Okay, it's good. Now I'm copying this div, and we will add the same for the right icon. I copy that, and I passed fa Sharon right. But a few things will change here. Left 40 will be right 40 instead of left 40. Left 40, right 40. Okay. We added the icons and set the CSS properties. What do we do now? When we click on the icons, the pictures will change. When we click on the right icon, the next image will be selected. But when we click on the right icon while the last image is selected, the first image will be selected. The same goes for the left icon. Now we will write two different functions for these two situations. When the left icon is on click, previous slide function is called, and right icon on click, next slide function is called. Now let's add useState constant index sets index is equal to useState, is initial value is 0. I create a variable called, function const previous slides, and I create a variable called first slides. First slide is equal to, this will be index is equal to 0. So if index is equal to 0, we will use this variable to return the last element of the array. Then I create a variable called previous index. First slide is true. Image data length -1. This means that if the selected image is index 0, and then we click the left icon again, the last element of the array will be selected. If this is false, false, index -1 will be selected. I hope that makes it clear. And then we add previous index in set index previous index. Okay. And there is one more thing we need to do. We add index to background image instead of index value. Okay. We add index to the background image. Okay. Now let's do the same for our next slide. And I copy that. Next slide. Last slide. So the index is equal to image data length -1. So if the last index is selected, we will use this variable. Then I create a variable called next index. If last slide is true, and then if we clicked the right icon again, the zero index will be selected. If it's not true, index +1. And set index is next index. Okay, now let's test it. I click on the right icon and the next image is selected. If the image in the last index is selected and I click on the right icon again, it goes back to the beginning. The same goes for the left icon. I click left icon, as you can see. Okay. We completed the application. It was a nice and simple application. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel.